Our destination?
Summer Travel Joys Edition.
Let's go for a ride.
Welcome to Girls Trip.
Welcome, my destination.
It's all about joy today. No, if you've been with us for the last couple of weeks, we have been prepping for some summer travel, things to pack, things to look forward to. And it just so happens that we have all just returned from our summer travels. And we're going to tell you all about them this week. And I mean, Joy has enough travels to fill, you know,
a week's
every
worth.
day.
One
One day.
But
Yeah.
we're gonna keep her to one episode.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Today. But we've actually
yeah.
it's actually been kind of funny because we've seen each other a bunch since we've been back, but we've been actively
Keeping
trying not to talk too much about
Discuss
it.
anything.
And it's
yeah.
been a little bit
Which
like,
is hard.
do I know what's going on in your life
yeah.
now? Or are we a silent treatment?
So
we
I'm
actually
excited.
Were we all away at the same time?
We had a little bit of overlap, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like the longest we'd actually been apart.
I know.
I really was. I feel like I'm not that much of a sap. I was upset. I was
I
upset.
was like, our text chain, our conversations, I was like, was very low.
We didn't see each other for like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when Joy goes on vacation, she goes on vacation.
vacation.
She's
I
like
am
off
gone.
the grid.
I am
Yeah.
off the grid.
So
Yeah.
you don't know if she's dead or alive, but you're
Yeah.
not going to hear from her.
Yeah.
So
Thankfully, they're both tracking my phone. They knew where I was.
Like, is she live?
yeah. All right. So tell us where you went.
Okay. So my first time, Thomas's first time as well, going to Europe. So we were super excited about that. We hit Paris, we hit Switzerland, and we hit, I should have been wearing my Switzerland sweatshirt. I'll do it one day this week. And we hit Greece. So in Paris, that felt like a week. Switzerland, that felt like a week.
Okay.
They were each 3 days, and it felt
Wow.
like it felt so long because we did so much walking, and it was just all the sightseeing and everything that we could absorb. And then we actually were in Greece for a week.
Okay.
That felt like a month that we were there for, and it was a completely different vibe in Greece. It was no walking. I went from like 20,000 steps a day to like 42.
You're like,
great.
to the room.
I mean, that's the perfect way to do it, though.
Right.
Like you do all sightseeing and then you.
So
need to end it.
I'm glad we're talking about this because we do have some viewers who were chatting me up after we got back. Like, please, like, send me your itinerary. Like, please, like, you know, what did you guys do? I honestly, what we did every day, I would copy paste to anybody who their first time going to Europe.
Okay.
To be honest,
was
I mean,
nice.
sure, did we learn a lot and will we do some things differently? Yes, but what we did in the order that we did and what we decided to do versus like, I don't think I have the energy for this today. I think I would copy paste. And what also made it super helpful is that I think we were on 6 different flights, 4 different trains. So trains, planes, and automobiles throughout the whole week.
Wow.
And
Which you were the most nervous about.
which I was the most
travel,
nervous
yeah.
about was the actual traveling. I literally asked Thomas because he carried our passports everywhere. I asked him, "You have our passports?" 12 times an hour.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it
You
was
have
like
our
I was
identities.
so aware of that
Yeah.
constantly, but we did not run into one single issue. Not even like I think we had one 15-minute delay on a flight.
That's awesome.
Like that was it. And when you're traveling like abroad for the first time, it can be a little bit nerve wracking like
Yeah.
that. You don't know where you are in the airport. You don't know where the signs are saying because they're not in English.
Yeah.
So you're like, where am I going? I got on a plane for the first time outside. So I was like,
oh, that's always fun.
that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that is fun.
It's kind of scary. So I'm like, is this allowed? Should I be doing this? And yeah, I guess it's totally normal. So a lot of fun new experiences. So before I just go off, is there any questions that you have for me that you want me to hit first? Is there anything that you're curious about? Let's talk about Paris first.
So I've been to Paris.
Yes, you have not.
I
Not
have
yet.
dreamt of being there and eating their baguettes.
We should go together. Not even a
100%.
question.
Yes.
Obviously.
Because I'll just say off the bat, you two would be better Paris companions than my husband. And he was a great companion, but you two would be really, really good companions.
I actually would love to go back to Paris and it not be the first time, because I feel like when it is the first time, you have to hit all of
have
these
to.
things, right? Like you can't go there and not go to the Louvre or not see the Eiffel Tower or like whatever it is. But I kind of just want to go back and like be a Parisian for a couple of days. Like I want to go shopping and just sort of like chill at the cafes and they have so many parks and stuff like that. So Paris was also the very first place that I'd ever gone in Europe. It was my first European destination. So I don't know if that's why like it holds a special place in my heart.
Okay.
I don't know. But I guess I felt like when I got there, I was like, this is everything I hoped a European city would be.
okay.
Like every building is beautiful. It's so walkable, which I really appreciated as a tourist. Like it's very easy to navigate. It's not too big. It's not too overwhelming. I wasn't having to constantly pull out, my phone or a map. Like, it was easy to communicate. Like all of those things just made it a very smooth, enjoyable time. A lot of people don't feel that way about Paris.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like,
She was like, yeah, that was me.
I feel like, no, I do feel the way you felt.
Okay.
I had a blast. I got there and I felt like, oh boy, this is so just like a female's like daydream right now. And it really was like, are there dirty places? Of course, it's a city. Like if you're going there with this weird expectation of something that you've just seen in a movie or a TV show or a commercial, you're not going to get that. It is a city, but it is so unbelievably stunning in every way. And you just look at it and you're like, how is this humanly possible that everywhere your eye goes to is just beautiful? Like, how is that possible? So that was really, really amazing for me to say to view
like you don't
in
know
person.
if this is like an important building or like a nobody's apartment building.
Correct.
Yeah, and you're
Because
just
they
like,
all just look
but
beautiful.
let's take a picture.
Correct. And I just took pictures of everything just in case. It was incredible. But the reason why I say, maybe girls trip versus, well, Miles is different though, because Miles is a little bit girly in this area. He wants to just
He will hear that.
He just wants to like sit. All right, tell me if I'm wrong, Miles. Like he just wants to sip on his like little cappuccino and his little croissant.
And
Oh,
dis-
yeah.
and discuss,
and people watch on the cafe.
Oh yeah, he
That's what
was
he wants
all
to do.
about it, and he wanted to stay in the Louvre longer than I did. I was like, all right, I've seen all the paintings and statues, and like, he took like one art history class in college.
Oh no!
And does he
He
like?
was like this in front
And
of
he
her.
was like, yeah, he was totally
I know why
like,
he did that.
and then he like couldn't wait until we were at like that section of the Louvre where like he sort of knew these artists, and he was just like, let me teach you.
Let me tell you
Let me
what I
tell
know.
I'm like,
Shut to the tour guide. Shut up.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
I got this. I got this.
okay.
So yeah, Miles is different, and that I feel like this is his vibe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Thomas had the entire trip just kept saying, because I was like, what do you want to do? And that was a mistake. I should not have been asking that. And I never learned my lesson because the answer was always, babe, Paris is for you. Paris is for you. Like, that's not helpful. Like, give me a dinner location. Like, what are you hungry for? Like, so that's not helpful. But it was just different. Like, he liked it. He thought it was cool. But we did so much day one. By the time we got back to the hotel, like half a day one, we got back to the hotel. He's like, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow.
I don't know where we're going. What
I'm
we're
like,
doing.
okay, really, we've seen 2 things out of 50,000 things that we could probably see in the city of Paris, but whatever. Like that, I don't think the female and the male brain are the same when it comes to this kind of stuff. But if I went back, I would do like just like a croissant tour.
Oh yes.
Like I think that's what, see, that's the reaction that I want. That's what I want. That is the energy that we need. Or like a hot chocolate like crawl.
Yeah. Oh,
like
yes.
that's what I need. And Thomas is like, I love him, but like he just can't eat as much as I can, and I just want like him to be like, I just want him to be looking at carbs and
The way you
caffeine
love them.
and the sugar, the way that I want him to.
Yeah.
Thank God he doesn't though, because
know.
it would
Otherwise,
be
it would be
too problematic. We balance each other out here, but if it was us.
Eat that croissant.
Yes.
Whoa! We would
Let's
come
go.
back with the membership to Weight Watchers. But yeah, I was having so much fun, but he was keeping me balanced. And also, you're walking so much, so you don't care.
So
That's
much.
true.
You're eating so much, but you're walking so much.
You don't care at all.
My shoes did great.
Oh, good.
I also bought preemptive blister like pads that were amazing. And I put them on before I left my house, actually, because I was like, I want them on.
You don't want it.
Yeah. So I put them right on the back of my heel, which is usually where I have a problem, or like right on my pinky toe. They had like 4 different sizes, types of shapes in like a big packet, and they came in a packet like 40.
Ooh,
Like,
do you remember
so
the
many.
brand?
You can we'll link it. It's on Amazon that I found them. But they were like thick jellies, so they really protected me a lot.
Because I really need those, because I just bought a pair of super cute sneakers, and I currently have blisters in the back of my ankles because they tore them up.
I will. Well, I have extra, so I'll give them to you. This is irrelevant, but those worked really well. I did not have one foot pain, one issue the entire time, and it was 20,000 to 22,000 steps every day.
Yeah,
it was intense, but we had fantastic weather. I think we went at a great time. We went at the end of May, and it was a little rainy in Paris. Not like rain, but just cloudy,
like
overcast.
But you kind of want that,
right?
Because
you're not baking in the sun.
For 1 hour, the sun came out, and I was like, oh, we can't go on. Let's go find shelter in a eating area. And then the sun went back out, and I was like, no, this is fine. I don't need the sun right now. We're okay. It's exactly what we wanted. So we were super pumped about that.
So what were like the major things that you did hit that you went to?
We did the Louvre, but we didn't do the Louvre. Like, we didn't like actually go through the museum.
Walked around,
like, we
just
just
saw the outside.
I knew that I would have loved to do it, but I knew that it would have been a little bit much for Thomas. Like, it would have been long. It would have been like, if you're gonna buy a ticket, like you want to do it. I'm like, this might not be totally his vibe. And we were also just struck by being inside and walking the courtyard area, and then they have these amazing statues of some local artists, and all the trees are cut in those squares. And we had so much fun walking that area. I didn't feel like I was missing out on a lot for that. But we hit that, and then as far as a museum, I feel like we did the perfect museum. We did the Petit Palais. Palais. There's a Grand Palais and a Petit Palais. So they're right across from each other. We did the small one.
Okay.
And he loved it, actually. We had a great time. So the first thing you go is so many different types of art that you can see. So there's really ancient Greek, Roman, beautiful art. And then there's a lot of modern stuff too. So it kind of takes you through a journey of different types of things. And then you have one room that is just like clothing from like the 1910s. Like, really cool. So huge spectrum, and we didn't even get to see it all, and we spent like 2 hours in there. We barely even hit everything. We just kind of ran through. Totally free, so that was great. And I felt like we saw a lot there. Like, it was fun. It was a great like museum experience there, where he had a lot of fun too. We hit that on the way to the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
So I had on this particular day, I had 2 options. It was either go to the Eiffel Tower or go to Montreux. I'm sorry, that was Switzerland. I'm sorry.
I was like, what's that?
Montmartre. Not Montreux. So it was in 2 very different directions, and we didn't have time for both. And I was like, what do I want to do? I'm like, I can't not see the Eiffel. I can't not go to the Eiffel Tower.
I mean, it would have slapped you.
I know. I had to do it. So we did it. One downer was that courtyard in front of the Eiffel was closed for whatever reason. So that was a little sad, but we still got to like be like directly underneath it, which was really cool. Okay. So that was fun. But to the walkable comment, it really is. I mean, it was a long walk, but it's so flat.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean,
and the river makes the navigation really easy. Like, as long as you can find the river, like, you know where you are.
Okay. So really quick, I guess with Paris, I'll be quick with Switzerland and Greece, because Paris is just, there's so much to do, and you're just like overwhelmed by the beauty and even the people and the culture. It's so interesting. We can talk about 100 different things. The biggest thing for me was the food, in that I wanted so badly to not get hoodwinked into like touristy places. Like, I wanted to get the best of the best, but everyone claims to be the best of the best, and it's really tough. And I was watching YouTube videos 10 a day for a month leading up to it, trying to figure out like what was the best spots, like where were the best places to hit. And I'm thinking, oh, I have a plan. I'm thinking I have a plan, but then you go, and it just doesn't happen, because you're passing 50 other places. You realize, I'm like, oh, that looks good. And you're like, oh, that place is like a little bit farther. I don't know if I can make it. I'm dehydrated. So I felt like my food plan didn't work out, and 3 days is not enough time to really like fully experience everything that you can there.
Okay.
So I would need to go back to do like a redo of the food. Yeah. Plus Thomas isn't majorly adventurous on different types of food. He really likes his American food. So we tried every menu I found to go to had to be like normal-ish options for both of us. I'm a slightly more adventurous, but I wanted the meals to be good, for both of us.
For
so
both of you. That was, I would say, something that was slightly disappointing.
Food?
Was the food. I mean, the pastries were out of this world.
Everything.
That,
the
like,
boulangerie, everything is beautiful there. It's
I got
perfect.
a
Everyone.
crepe out of a little window in a wall. Like it was,
Yeah.
that was phenomenal. And like we had some good meals, but I think I kind of didn't know what type of cuisine to find there, because I don't think I really love French food.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that there isn't other good stuff. Like London has a fantastic like Chinese section. They have really good food like that you can go get. So maybe there's something else. But we had a little bit of a hard time with food too.
Yeah.
Like we went to the one place and the most normal thing was pigeon. So that's what I ate, and it wasn't very good.
Yeah, the best meals we had, actually, in my opinion, were Italian restaurants in Paris, which makes sense. I mean, you're right. You're not too far away, so you have Italian chefs coming over and doing some restaurants.
Yeah.
The pasta was amazing. I mean, it was great. So, I mean, hit or miss in some places, but the places that were a hit were a hit.
Yeah.
But the places that were a mess were like, dang it.
Yeah.
And it's like you have such a limited amount of time. You're like, I don't want to waste
Yeah, you don't
any
want
experience.
to let down. So,
but there's nothing you can do about that if you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. So anyway, Paris as a whole, great. Loved it. We took a train over to Montreux, Switzerland. We had to hit 2 trains to get there. That was amazing. Yeah. The train ride was okay. In that, like, there's a lot of trees blocking your view. So I'm thinking I'm going to get to see, like, France in this whole train ride. And I really didn't get to see that much of it because there's so many trees that you just can't see.
You're like,
your
"We're
view,
through the woods."
your view is blocked until you get, like, maybe 20 minutes out from Switzerland. Or once you, like, pass cross the threshold into Switzerland, then it's more open and then you can start seeing the Alps in the distance.
Okay.
Your brain can't catch that it's real.
yeah,
It's almost like no, you almost feel like you're watching like a screen.
That's crazy.
It's that incredible. It's that grand. And I didn't like fully realize how close we would be when we would get to our hotel, like how close the mountains would be.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were going to get. We would just kind of were like, let's pick a town in Switzerland and go there. And we picked Montreux, and we didn't realize it was a nice touristy area. And it was right on Lake Geneva. And that was, so Paris was for me and Switzerland was for him. And it was the most beautiful place on earth. I can't I can't even describe it.
How long was the train ride? 5 hours?
No, 3 hours.
Only 3?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
And that was 2 trains. So 3 hours for both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. And I guess when I think of Switzerland, right? Like, I'm like, wow, beautiful mountains, but then that's it. Like, I don't know, like, there's not like, oh, I have to go see the Eiffel Tower while I'm like, it's what do you do there?
So it's kind of tough to explain, and I don't know if everyone would appreciate it as much as we did. I guess you have to be into this type of thing. But Paris was like the architecture, right? This being like God's creation, in that how
majestic it all is.
Majestic. That was kind of the word that I was looking for before. Like you're warm. It's like 75, 77 degrees. You're a little warm. The sun is beating down. There's palm trees. Montreux is one of the only places in Switzerland that has palm trees.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And we were like, and while we were there, we were like, there's no way that those are real. And I work with someone who lived in Switzerland for a couple of years. So I went back. I was like, yeah, we saw palm trees. He's like, oh no, those are real. Wow. There's only 2 or 3 locations in Switzerland where they're naturally grown there. And we were in one of them. So you're within the palm trees.
Yeah.
And also you can see the snow caps right in front of you. There's something about that.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm tripping right now.
Doesn't get old.
No.
It doesn't get old. Or at least it didn't get old in the 3 days that we were there. So the most memorable experiences in Switzerland were we actually got to see a castle from like, I don't know, the 1300s. It was unreal. They turned it into a museum, but really, really, you feel like you're in the day though. Like it was really cool, like super medieval feeling, but so cool. I could do my own podcast on that, what that experience was like and everything I learned. That was super fun for me. But then we did a boat tour around that area of Lake Geneva.
Okay.
That's
And
cool.
so we got to see all the other towns. Guys, like I almost got emotional. So it was so unbelievably perfect what I was looking at that I couldn't even like take out my phone to like really capture
You
it all,
almost
'cause
don't want to. 'Cause
I
you're
was
like,
like
I need to see it.
mesmerized by what I was looking at. Not even like the grandeur of the mountains, but have you ever seen those like fake villages that you put together around Christmas time, like the Christmas villages, then you put the train on it, and sometimes they're Christmas related, but sometimes they're just that's what it was. And like you're in this huge you're at the bottom of this huge mountain with a village kind of like going up the mountain and a train like riding through it, and you're like, this is fake.
That's crazy.
How is this real? And the buildings are so beautiful. Paris is all the same. It's all same color, it's amazing, but it's same color, same structure. Switzerland was similar to that European style of architecture, but so many different colors and just a little bit more like, I don't know, just cool details on the roofs and just really interesting. I was in heaven in those visuals. It was amazing. Wow. And the boat we were on was awesome. It had like a really cool like dining area, and you can get drinks, and that was super fun. I had my 85th cappuccino for the week. Super fun. That was a great experience.
Do you feel like that was a good amount of time, those like 3 days, to be in that city? Like you got a feel for it?
100%.
Yeah.
I think we could have spent one more day, because what we didn't do, because we were so tired, we had planned to go to Gruyere. The Gruyere. Yeah, to do a chocolate tour and a cheese tour.
Ooh, yes.
And it was like a hour and a half train ride, maybe a 2-hour train ride. And I'm watching all the videos again. I'm prepping for it, of what to expect, where to go, and all that. And it's like you get there, like the train lets you off, and then it's like half a mile walk uphill to the village. So I'm like,
Can we do this?
And then we had like decided, like, should we do this? It was right after we went to the castle, and we were like,
Yeah.
I think we're done for today. Okay. So you have to sacrifice like what you can do. Could we go back to the same place and have a great time? Yes, I think we could do that.
Okay.
I would recommend it to anybody though. Anybody. Our hotel was beautiful. We're Marriott people. That was a Marriott we went to. It was one of like the 2 Marriotts in Switzerland. It was amazing. Please sponsor this if you want to. It was really, really, really great. And then we took a train to the Geneva airport, which is really cool because the train takes you directly underneath the Geneva airport.
Oh,
that was its last
cool.
stop. It's its last stop. So
That's
that you just go
convenient.
up the escalator and you're in the airport. So that was really cool. So that took us from there to Athens, and then from Athens to Corfu, Greece. And I know I've used the word like most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Nothing prepared me for.
This is now like the opposite. You had the mountains, and now you have like
Yes.
Yeah, you had like
Yes.
city mountains, and now like
had it all.
beautiful
Yes.
ocean beach.
It was again, like Thomas actually said it when we got there. We got there around sunset. And I literally looked at the guy who was showing us to our room. I was like, is this normal to see this? He's like, yeah. Like the sky and the water were just purple. The whole thing. Everything was purple.
Oh my gosh.
Everything was purple. And I like tried to take a picture of it, and then you're just like, there's no point.
You can't capture it.
Cannot capture it. It was so stunning. And especially after so much exhaustion and you're just really tired. We were full day of traveling from Switzerland to Corfu, full day from trains to the planes. We were almost like, we were excited to go, but also we were like, oh my God, like, we're so tired, like almost like a homesickness.
Yeah.
But when we got there, it was
gone.
It was gone. We were like, so we don't have to go back home to Jersey, right? This hotel was probably the nicest hotel
Oh my God. I mean,
that I've ever been in.
The video of your room was just like jaw dropping.
It was probably the nicest hotel I've ever been in. The staff, if they could chew my food for me and somehow feed me, they would have. The most unbelievable, courteous staff. Food, very good. But again, like I could eat Greek food for every single meal. Again, Thomas is a little bit a different palate. We have some funny stories from there, but we don't have time to get into all of them. But it was just such a great, we had so much fun.
And that was like a very chill ending, like you said.
It was so
a really
chill.
Good time.
We went into the town to get some local food, local restaurants that some of the people who worked at the restaurant or worked at the hotel were like, go to this town. I live there and the food's really good. We're like, okay. So we go there.
What was the town? Do you remember?
And I gotta look it up.
What was the transportation there? Like, did you walk to that town? Did you take an Uber? Like, how'd you get there?
It was about 10 minutes away. And instead of doing a taxi, I guess it technically is a taxi, but the hotel coordinates everything for you.
Okay, that's great.
So we literally didn't know what we wanted to do, but we went there to the front desk and we were like, yeah, can we like get a car to this town? And she was like, okay, when would you like it for? And we were like now. And she was like, okay, no, let me just make a call and I'll get back to you as soon as we can. So we're like, let's just sit down. We don't know how long this is going to take. 45 seconds later, she was like, okay, so we have a taxi ready for you. And I'm like, okay. And we're talking like Mercedes, like XL, like situation. We were like, we don't belong here. It was so cool though.
That's great.
So yeah, super, super fun. Everything taken care of. I mean, they knew we were checking out. So two really things I want to highlight. We got there late. So like sunset time. We didn't know this though. They sent up food for us. They were like, we do this for all our guests who check in at a later, but like after 8 o'clock or something. We just send up like snacks and like food. It was like a full like wraps and a little salad and stuff.
Wow.
It was so great.
So nice.
And then the night before we left, we had our last dinner. We get back to the room and the phone rings. I'm like, what the heck? And she's like, the girl at the front desk is like, we see you have a very, very early flight tomorrow. Would you like us to coordinate your transportation for you from here to the hotel?
Love it.
And we were like, yep.
Yes.
We would.
Yes,
so
we would.
We had a taxi ready for us at 5 a.m. and it was all taken care of.
That's
so just
love
on
that.
top of it.
You want to feel pampered and taken care of, and that's amazing. And you guys did an olive oil tasting, right?
tasting.
That was a very cool thing that the hotel provided,
totally,
right?
totally like complimentary. Yep.
Wow.
So many fun things. Way more things that I can talk about, but I won't get into because there are just so many funny stories. I'm sure they will. I don't want to use it all up now.
Yeah, they'll come out.
It will come up in future episodes. Thank you so much for being with me on my little recap of my European excursion. And don't forget to enjoy the view, whether it's in Paris, Switzerland, or Greece, wherever your ride takes you.